Hey, my name is Amanda. Welcome to Grimbeautie. This is my very first video. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to know more than anybody else does. I've gotten a lot of these tips and tricks from other YouTubers. Yeah, but here we go. So I've already prepped my face. I just want to tell you guys, this is not sponsored at all. There's a little store here that sells like discounted skincare. Well, it's like an hour and a half away. I got some Glamglows. I used this. It's kind of hard to see. Sorry. I don't have professional lighting or anything here. Let's see if we can. It's the Glamglow. It's called Glamglow Thirstymud Hydrating Treatment. You leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. I left it on and my skin feels wonderful. I love it. And I used the belif. It's called Moisturizing Eye Bomb. This stuff's amazing. And I'll link all this down below. I do have some Amazon affiliate links if you want to use those. If you don't, I'll just tell you what they're called and you can, do your own thing. The other thing that I love is the belif. It's called belif, the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I've tried the other one that's got the Napier's gel or something. It's like a gel. It looks like a gel. I don't like it as good. I have really dry skin, so this is really hydrating for me. And I feel like it's helped my skin not to look as dry. So I use that. I've already prepped my skin with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my Too Faced. So I tend to buy things in sample sizes to see if I like them. And then I'll buy the full size. Or I get them in IPSY, Birchbox, something like that. But right now I just have IPSY. But I'm just going to put some of this on. I know some of you guys use sponges. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm just putting this on. And I rub it in really good. And it's always good to prime your face. Just like you would prime a wall before you paint it. Or a car. You're not going to just like throw the paint on there. You're not going to, always have a clean face. Always moisturize. Even if you have oily skin, there's moisturizers out there. If you guys have any questions about where to find good information about skin cream or skincare, I can lead you to some really good YouTubers and some resources online. I'm going to start adding those. I'm building a website right now, and I'm going to start adding those to the website too, because I feel like it's really important to take care of our skin. I'm 41, and I've always taken care of it, but I used to use basically Dove soap, the sensitive kind, to wash my face, and oil of Olay to moisturize, because that's what my grandma did. And when she was 94, she looked like she was maybe 80 years old. She didn't, and I think part of it's just genetics, let's just be honest. But, yeah, I'm not bragging by any means. I just mean, like, we just need to really take care of our skin. And so, sunscreen always, unless you're not leaving the house that day. I don't do it if I'm not leaving the house. So I did the primer. So I just got this online, or not online. I got this. Yes, I did. I got this at through CVS. I had to go in there and get some medicine. It wasn't online. I'm sorry. I got this from CVS. It's the LA Girl Pro Coverage. This one's in porcelain. It says HD high definition. It was a little bit too dark for me, so I had to go back and get the LA Girl Pro Color, which I like this because it's color I can add into any of my foundations. So I've got a couple other foundations that are way too dark for me or just a little bit too orange for me. And they have other color correctors there too, no matter what your skin type or your color is. So, yeah, I'm just going to take this and start putting this on. Like I said, I'm still really new to this. I don't know how to start. So when last year, January of 2019, my father died, and that was really hard for me. I got into a really bad depression, and I have 2 little girls. So before that, I just had not been taking care of myself because I was just really depressed anyway. I suffer from depression and anxiety. Not to get too heavy in the very first video, but I suffer from depression and anxiety, and I feel like when I do my makeup, I feel better. Even though I'm not leaving the house, I just do it sometimes for fun. Like, other people may have hobbies like crocheting, sewing, scrapbooking. I like to do my makeup. I do have a Cricut, and I do have a sewing machine that I intend to learn how to use. But as for this, like, I just really like to, you know, use different products, take care of my skin, and that's really one of the reasons I wanted to build a website, to like tell people what I like, what I don't like, according to my skin, my age, and just be honest about it. I really like this foundation a lot because it's a lot of coverage for me. I just did 2 pumps there. And just so you guys know, to change the color up, I just pumped 2 pumps of this. I unscrewed this and pumped it in and shook it up. And so I just shake this up every time I get ready to use it. I feel like it may still be a little bit too orange for me, but I'll see, you know, when I rewatch this video and edit it and everything. Yeah, but when you do your makeup, I know a lot of people like me have learned to just like put it on and just rub it with this, and you really just want to dab it into the skin so it looks more polished when you're doing it. It'll be a lot easier to work with. And I like these beauty blenders. I got this one from shopmissa.com. They're $1 each. I've actually used the Real Technique ones are amazing. Like I get those at Walmart, or I think they sell them at any of the drugstores, Ulta. And I got a bunch at Marshall's for like $6.99. So yeah, anytime I see a sale or something, I'll be posting that too. Probably on my Instagram or Twitter. I'll be a little bit more active there because, I mean, I'm not rich. I like to save money if I am going to buy makeup, and there's some brands that I wouldn't be able to get unless I found them on sale. So, but I feel like that's pretty good from what I can tell. Like I said, this is my first video, so I'm doing all this like for the very first time on film. I don't, you know, I'm not an expert. I'll learn as I go, I guess. But next, I love this stuff. This isn't the only concealer I use. You'll see me use a bunch of different things. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. This is the Benefit. I'm about to get some better lighting. Benefit Boing, I guess is how you say it, #1. Now they sell them. They look like little pencils. But I've had this for a year now because, you know, I do switch it up. I like this because you can dip into it. I don't know what the pencils look like. They may be like more... they may have the sponge on the end. I'm not sure. I need to look at that because when this is out, I'll need to get some more. But I'm just gonna... I know some people say not to put concealer on your eyelid, but I have really, really dry skin, so I feel like it's okay. Now, if you have oily skin, I probably wouldn't do it if I had oily skin because my eyeshadow would just slide off, but I feel like it helps it. It depends on the concealer I use too. Like if this is really thick, like a putty, kind of like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, which is really good too. And sometimes like if I just put this on, it helps a lot. Yeah. And if you hear my kids in the background, I'm sorry. They're supposed to be sleeping. So I just put that on. Okay. Let's see here. And then the next thing I'm using is I'm going to put some blush on. And I got this in my BoxyCharm. I've gotten 2 BoxyCharms, and I've only used like 1 or 2 things. Sorry about that. 1 or 2 things out of those because I don't... It's personally just not a thing for me, but they do have some really good stuff. I know a lot of people get the Wonder stuff. This one's the Wonder Beauty Trip for 2. It's this, and I know it looks all dusty and stuff. I clean my makeup, but it's like hard to keep it clean. I'm going to use this one, the Bellini, because I feel like it's dark, but it's not like too dark. So... see, I think it's really pretty. I mean, it's kind of got an almost coral color to it, and I'm not usually into coral colors, but this one's so pretty. sometimes it's hard for me to see if I've actually like gotten it even on both sides. That's just, yeah, that's just me. Maybe my eyes, I'm not sure. But, yeah. So the next thing, I got this for $5 off the Sephora website. I looked because I was going to link it in my Instagram, but I can't find the link anymore. So they do have it on Amazon. It's more now. It's like $25. This is actually really good. Like, I really like the colors, and I intend to swap this and put it on my Instagram because I really like the colors. This one's more of a white, like a white shimmer, purple shimmer highlighter, and then like pinkish. And then these are the blushes down here you can use for, you could probably use this one for like a contoury. I'm still not schooled in the contoury. I look like really weird when I contour, kind of like I've tanned too much. And I'm a very pale person with freckles, and I just don't like the way it looks on me. I mean, I think it looks great on other people. Some people can just do it and it looks wonderful. But for me, it's just not my thing. I have tried it to make my face look slimmer, and maybe I'll start somewhere, okay? Maybe I did this a little backwards, but the next thing I'm using is, I found out my CVS sells Essence, and I'd heard a lot about their products, so I'm going to try, like, I think 3 on here today. But I found this because they had, like, you get extra care bucks if you spend so much. So this is the, I'll show it to you. It's the Lash and Brow Gel. I use it kind of like, I guess, as a primer. I don't know. It's supposed to help you style your lashes because I barely have lashes. Lashes, I'm sorry. I barely have brows. Like, it's supposed to help you style those and shape them a little bit. And I feel like it does help with that a lot. And I also got this. These were both like $4.99 each, maybe. They weren't that much, really. Actually, maybe they were $3.99 because I got the Lash Princess mascara with it for like $10 or $11. So, but this is called Make Me Brow, and this is in Brownie Brows. Yeah. And I like this because it has like a little brush. I've tried it's like the Benefit ones. I've tried those. I've tried so many different kinds, and I just can't seem to get the hang of it. And so if I have like an actual brush to use, I feel like that helps me a lot. Let's see if I can do this. Oops. And you'll see I am not the most graceful person in the world when I'm putting on makeup. I'm kind of messy. Just to give my brows like a little tiny bit more fill, I'll take a little bit of like a dark brown because I've recently colored my hair to like a brown black, and my brows, like, they need a little bit more dark than what I've got, and because I'm always scared I'm going to get something too dark. So I can always make it darker. It's harder to make things lighter and not look ashy. So I just use the color out of my Morphe palette. And I have like a little bald spot right here, and so sometimes it's like hard to get it to look natural and not like Ronald McDonald. Like, I looked like the dad from American Pie one day when I did my eyebrows, so I'm trying to avoid that. He's great. His eyebrows are great for him, not for me though. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some of the NYX eyeshadow base in white. I love this stuff. I have some other eyeshadow bases, but this is really good. I feel like if you have dry skin, I mean, it's really good for anybody, but it's really creamy. It goes on really nice and creamy. And it's easy to just blend out your eyeshadows. It just makes your eyeshadows look so pretty. And, you know, that's what I spend most of my money on, is like the eyeshadows. I usually get nicer eyeshadows. This is the Morphe Artistry palette 35H, and I'm going to do this color right here. It's kind of a bluey tone, but it's really pretty. Let's see here. I need my mirror back. I had a hand mirror and I don't know where it's at. Okay. So I'm just going to start here. And I have hooded eyes, so for any of you that have hooded eyes, you just know what it's like to put eyeshadow on, because you put it on and it kind of disappears if you don't just really pack it on and really just do it a certain way. And I'm gradually learning, and that's one of the things I wanted to do in this channel, is just gradually show like how I'm improving. I started an Instagram and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do YouTube because I have kids, and my kids are just, I have two girls, they're young, they're both under 6, and they're sort of a handful sometimes. So yeah, so it's just a matter of trying to balance that and keep up with them at the same time. And so yeah, let me just finish this. In this side of my face, for some reason, I have like a little bit more trouble with this part because my skin is like not as firm. I don't know. I use extra eye cream there, but I don't know. Does that look even? Okay, I'm gonna change this. If you guys don't have one of these to clean your brushes between colors, you need to get one. They're amazing. And I got these EcoTools brushes at, I got these two for like $9 at an Ulta nearby. I love these because they have different tips. I could pretty much do all my eye makeup with just these and maybe one other brush to blend. Or I could just actually do it with these and just blend with this one. I love these. I love EcoTools. I have a set of the traveling brushes that I've had for over 10 years now. And I just wash them, you know, with Dawn detergent. Sometimes I just rinse them out. So they're really good quality brushes. If you need something that you can buy like at a drugstore or Walmart, those and the Real Techniques are really, really good. I like those. I know I'm packing a lot of information in this video. Sorry about that. The next color I'm going to do, we're going to go to this one right here. It's the same palette. I don't know, I just want to go that bluish teal route today because it's really pretty. It's like one of my favorite colors, and I didn't used to think it was, but then I keep getting stuff that color, and I'm like, wow, it's so pretty. And it's just a tad bit lighter than the one I have on. So I'm going to blend it out with the other tip of this. And we always want to start a little bit lower because you can always blend it higher. And I'm still learning that. Okay, now do the other eye. I may do mine weird compared to other people. Like, I still have not done a cut crease before. I'm going to learn to do it, so maybe I can help somebody else do it, you know, or just so I can learn to do it for myself. Because I think it's really cool how they do it, but I'm just never done it. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one, this light color, the same palette. It's a little bit lighter. I'm going to do it in the corner here. Put it in the corner so it can be like a fade, I guess that's what you call it. Okay. I'm going to blend all this out the best I can. I got a little bit too high up towards the brow, but That's okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's nice. Does it look even to you guys? I didn't go all the way up on the brow on this one. I'm going to have to fix that one. But I will do that. I'm going to use this BH Supernova palette. I'm going to get this one called Aurora here. This one. It's really pretty. I love this palette. Like, it's really... Like, I think, personally, their baked eyeshadows are a lot better quality than the regular eyeshadows. They just glide on easier. I'm not sure if it's the way they're made, but I ordered a big order from them, and the baked ones have been a lot better quality for me. And these colors are really, really pretty. But I've had to stop myself from buying so many shimmers because I have so many shimmer and glittery eyeshadows that I don't need anymore. I need more matte because I have trouble finding matte stuff now. More actually. I took some of my hand. I don't know if this is the correct way to do it. This is how I correct my eyeshadow sometimes when I get it too close. I don't know how well that's going to do, but we'll see. I feel like that looks a little bit better. It's not perfect, but you know, what is. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit just with the same sponge I used to put my foundation on because these like soak up your foundation. Like they always have a little bit left in them to clean. The Coty Airspun. I like this and the e.l.f. HD. I don't use powder a whole lot. It's just once in a while, like if I have shine or whatever. So powder lasts me like forever when I get it. And this is actually the translucent extra coverage. And one reason I use this, my grandma used this kind. Like, this has been around a long time, so it's pretty cool, and it actually works really well. And it doesn't cost a lot at all. So, I feel like that's a little bit too much. And I just take it and try to cover up really anything that I want to cover up or that looks too much. And I might add a little bit of highlighter. I feel like I didn't put enough, but now I feel like I may be putting too much. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes first. I usually just do one at a time because I don't feel like they stay curled long enough. And I'm using this Lash Food. It looks all dirty because it's got an eyeshadow on it, but it's called Lash Food. I got this in a box at Ulta that had a bunch of like little things. I think it was one of those free gift with purchase things that they had left over, and they had like 4 of them, and they were $10 each, and they had like a ton of samples, like Kate Somerville cleanser, the Tula Moisturizer Origins cleanser. They had like eye mask in there that I haven't really tried yet. They had a bunch of really good brand names for $10, and I was like, this is a good way to try some things. I gave one to my mom, and so I've used pretty much everything in there so far, and I'll be doing reviews of those too. And this, I should probably tell you what I'm using. This is a Lash Princess. This is the Falsies False Lash Effect Waterproof. And this stuff is waterproof because it's really hard to get off. That's the only thing that is really hard, like, at the end of the night. But I have this cleansing oil that I use to try to get off most of my makeup, and then I wash my face. Okay. Okay, now I need to curl this one and do this one. I mean, I have really thin eyelashes, so it makes me look like I'm actually wearing eyelashes, or like not wearing, but I actually have eyelashes. I still haven't mastered the technique of putting eyelashes on fake eyelashes. So yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen. I think it looks good. This stuff was given to me by my friend, one of my best friends, Brooke. It's called Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. This stuff is amazing. Like, I think it may have cinnamon. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong about that, but it tastes nice. It does, like, make your lips plump up a little bit. I'm going to give it a minute to do that. But I just like the way it feels, you know, on my lips, and it's really actually hydrating, because I figured it'd be kind of drying at first, but then I used it and I was like, wow, I like this. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice. I know it's one of those expensive things. It's really nice to have, but I really do like it. I'm just waiting for it to do its thing. It's like starting to plump. Sometimes I've put it over my lipstick and that works too. Seems to work just fine. But then it makes it look all pink or whatever color you wear on the inside. So I've been trying to do it first and give it a minute. I probably should do that and then do my eyelashes. But you know, we live, we learn. So next I have, this is a really dark color. I like doing weird lips, weird eyes. I don't go by any like so-called makeup rules. This is called Wild Night. So this is called Wild Night by NARS. It's kind of a purpley plum looking color. I found this in the clearance section at Marshall's for $2. I love it. But it goes on like really wet and thick, so I'm gonna use a lipstick brush to put on because it's easier to control. Not sure if it goes with the eyeshadow, but I like it. Like I said, I'm kind of messy when I put things on sometimes. It just is how it is. I really like that though. I mean, I like the color in my lips. Like, it does make them look more plump. The NARS, I feel like putting the lip injection on first gives the NARS something to make it more creamy, because the NARS can be a little bit dry feeling, like you have that dry when they first came out with matte lipstick feel on your lips. I'm not knocking NARS at all because I love this lipstick. I just there's other ones that I've wore like that I feel like are a little bit more creamy, if that makes sense. But yeah, yeah, I like that. I like the way it looks. And if you have drier skin, or if you wear matte makeup and say that's all you have and you want to make your skin look dewy, I sometimes use this e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. It's hard to see. And it smells like coconut. It smells so good. But it kind of gives you a glow. I like having the glow. Sometimes I wear matte stuff, but it just, you know, it really just depends. But yeah, so I know that my background is weird with my hair and everything, so I plan to get a new one at some point soon. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and subscribe to my channel. My Instagram and my Twitter are both also Grimbeautie, Grimbeautie. I have some looks I've done on my Instagram, and that automatically shares to Twitter. And I really just enjoy doing this. So if you guys have any critiques that will help me, I am completely open to that. And if you would like me to follow you or anything like that, you want to follow me, that's great. We'll do that. But yeah, I like how it turned out. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's how we all learn, is by improving. And I don't want to come on here and pretend like I'm somebody that knows exactly what I'm doing and everything. But if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, just message me and I'll be glad to help. Thanks. I hope you guys have a good night and subscribe to the channel, and thanks. Have a good weekend.